Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legit.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. One receiver left, three to the right. Brady now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Brady. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So Dallas Clark with the catch there, and he stands number 4 all-time in Colts history in receptions.
And that goes all the way back to 1953 in Baltimore. Number 4,
yep.
2 of the guys ahead of him are Hall of Famers. That's how impressive that list is that Dallas Clark is on.
Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So 2nd and 10 here. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Open man left side is the tight end Clark. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Completes it right side to Britt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll so.
When you see zone defense, you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Brady again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Reggie Bush was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Brady to throw again. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Caught here left side by Britt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kenny Britt from 21 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. first carry here for Todd Gurley. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Shackey, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So they're going to go for two. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Muscles him off. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Brady now on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they were trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Allen's got it over the middle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, Brady. Britt's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Brady now on first down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing is Brady on third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dontrell Inman from 10 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll get 17 yards there, and that'll be good for a KC first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5".
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They send Green to the left on his own. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Darryl Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brady now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Brady will try again on second down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So we head over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. Boy, he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
Wilson, and he's got Shockey. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 26 yards on the play there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now it's Gurley. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Yards left for the offense. It's second down. Brady to throw on second down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first down is Brady. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kenny Brent, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They send Green to the left on his own. On second down, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's third down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
On third down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Shockey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Caught here left side by Brett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And Brady will sneak it. Give him 2 yards on that play. And
partner, Tom Brady has done this so well, so many times over his career, he's turned it into art form. If there is a museum for quarterback sneaks in the NFL, Tom Brady has his own wing.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to throw. He has Britt over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Back to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So the home crowd here loves it. They get the field goal in the closing moments, and it looks like their guys are going to get out of here with the W.
And when that kick left his foot, you could hear a pin drop in here. There were about 70,000 folks with crossed fingers. And when that ball went through, start the celebration.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. It's caught. It's Dennis Pitta. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it. And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available. We've seen one St. Louis Ram come off the board. Might we see another? These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club.